Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Crypto Hipster Podcast. This is your host, Jamil Hassan, the Crypto Hipster, where I bring you founders, co-founders, entrepreneurs, executives, thought leaders, artists all across the world in crypto and blockchain. And today I actually have two amazing guests, and I'm really looking forward to this interview. So before without further ado, my guests today, I have Nathan Kim, who is the marketing director at UNOPND, UNOPND, and I have Rachel Kim, who is a senior manager of events and partnerships at ShardLab. Nathan, Rachel, welcome.
Hi, thank you for having us.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome. So let's kick things off and ask you both first about your backgrounds. What are your backgrounds, and are they logical for backgrounds for what you're doing now?
Okay, let me go on first. Hi, I'm Rachel, currently in charge of events and partnerships, as Jamil mentioned, and also leading the upcoming Southeast Asia Blockchain Week, which will be held in April. I started my career in hotels, coordinating and executing private events, and also worked in like guest relations and as like an operation manager as well. Then moved to WeWork Korea and worked in events and partnerships. It's the same title as I have right now, managing all aspects of private events within WeWork Korea, from like initial inquiries to and sales to on-site operations and post-event organizations. Also communicating and collaborating with partner companies annually for new partnerships and exclusive benefits for WeWork, building strategies and guidelines for partnership revenue models as well. So I guess it really aligns with what I do right now in ShardLab as well. Maybe the industry has changed into Web 2 to Web 3. So, but what I really do and what I manage is quite aligns from my background.
Awesome. Nathan?
Hey, my name is Nathan Kim from UNOPND and ShardLab. Both are one of the leading Web3 incubators in Asia under the Web3 VC hashed. I've been working in the crypto industry since 2017, mostly as a marketer and community builder. For the past 3 years, I've spent most of my time on marketing Web3 games, metaverse, NFT, and entertainment projects. And most recently, Rachel and I have been organizing the Southeast Asia Blockchain Week. And this is my first time joining a podcast, and I'm so excited.
I'm excited to have you, and the honor of mine. So thank you very much for coming on today. So I want to talk about Southeast Asia Blockchain Week. I've only really talked, I've done a lot of podcasts and I've only covered one previous conference, and I want to talk about this one because it's exciting. So you're both spearheading the Southeast Asia Blockchain Week this April. What are you looking to achieve, and what are the major benefits as you're looking forward to bringing as far as a result of this conference?
5 countries in Southeast Asia now rank in the global top 10 of crypto adoption. Yet these countries are so fragmented. Our main goal is to bring synergy to Southeast Asia countries and celebrate diverse blockchain projects in Southeast Asia, fostering collaboration among leaders and innovators in the space. Also, foster collaboration and synergy within the region's crypto landscape as well, through networking sessions, unique opportunities, and side events. The conference will aim to bring together core ecosystem, GameFi, Layer 1, Layer 2s, and venture capital entities. We are hoping to establish the conference and its spokesperson as a go-to resource for all things crypto in Southeast Asia, not only highlight Southeast Asia's potential impact, but also encourage a broader global shift toward decentralized financial systems as well.
Nathan?
Yep. I mean, like Rachel said, there are 5-6 countries in particular. I mean, they have strong grassroots communities, but most of them are fragmented. We have a bunch of global scale conferences there, but projects, builders, and founders, pioneers, they have to visit a lot of different, events, conferences together to cooperate together. But we want to be one of the aggregators in the region and provide some meaningful opportunities, especially in 2024. There are so many interesting narratives these days, including DeFi and GameFi, even liquid staking, etc. So there are so many innovative technologies that we need to highlight, and we want to showcase some practical use cases and applications throughout the region. So we are very, very much excited to provide such great opportunity.
Great. So I don't know what the 5 or 6 are. I'm going to guess. I know Vietnam's strong in DeFi and GameFi. I'm thinking the others are Philippines and Singapore. And what else?
So yeah, I believe there are 6 major countries in crypto, especially. So Singapore, Thailand, Vietnam, the Philippines, Indonesia, and Malaysia.
Got it. Okay. I know Vietnam's like top 3 globally for certain things like GameFi, but I'm going to get into those different areas. So the topics you're going to cover at this conference are going to be, I haven't heard that word for a while, metaverse. Is it metaverse, NFTs, DeFi, and what else?
So there are 6 major topics. We call it track. One is the Southeast Asian way. So the Southeast Asia is very well known for its huge pool of users, especially Web3 users. There are about 675 million people living there, but relatively they have higher proportion of Web3 users as well. And that will be one of the catalysts of the Web3 mass adoption in 2024 and 2025. And there's also the other track we have. One is Mecca of Gaming, which is really focused on Web3 game. And we believe the gaming sector is the biggest thing, especially in Southeast Asia. And the third one is Future of Finance, which will cover financial services. And the number 4 is Bridging Web2 to Web3. We want to cover enterprise adoption around the region. So as you may know, there are so many enterprises looking into Web3 technologies and its potential. Starting from 2020, maybe Grab will be one of the good case that people know. So they integrated Web3 wallets in their super app. Grab is a service. It is a ride sharing service based on mobile, which has a lot of users in the region. And we have 2 more tracks. One is at Bleeding Edge, which will cover innovative applications, and technological advanced track to cover blockchain infrastructures. So we want to cover all the aspects of Web3 and highlight the practical use cases and application.
It sounds good to me. I asked for the thank you for the lay of the land. I needed that I felt that's important in order to move forward with these questions I have. So thank you. So Southeast Asia is proactively adopting Web3. And how is that proactive adoption going to set a global precedent while signifying, that transformation towards DeFi?
Southeast Asia's proactive Web3 adoption sets a global precedent for DeFi. They have 675 million people. Southeast Asia is the 3rd most populous region in Asia, making its embrace of Web3 significant on a global scale. And even chain analysis in 2023, Global Crypto Adoption Index highlights Southeast Asia, including Vietnam, the Philippines, Thailand, on the brink of a global crypto revolution. The region is like actively committed to crafting an inclusive financial future, addressing the diverse needs of its vast population. So, cryptocurrencies play a crucial role in bridging financial gaps, empowering over 70% of Southeast Asia adults lacking sufficient access to financial service and SMEs facing funding challenges.
Yeah, I just remember stories of Axie Infinity and teenagers in Philippines making millions of dollars. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, you both mentioned that the region is fragmented, but so is the regulatory landscape. I do a weekly show where I look at all the different regulations and policies, and every country is so different, right? What does the landscape look like at a country level, and how do these countries views different on Web3, as far as their approaches to policy regulations and that like that?
Yeah. The regulatory landscape across Southeast Asia is pretty diverse, with each country taking a unique approach to Web3. While some nations are actively embracing and working towards facilitating crypto activities, others like China maintain a strict regulatory stance, even in Korea. But this diversity reflects the nuanced dynamics in the region as it navigates the transformative aspects of Web3 adoption. There are a number of Web2 enterprises that are considering Web3 adoption, especially in Singapore, Thailand, and Vietnam. And governments are starting to take a pro-crypto stance since 2 years ago. And under this circumstance, Grab, a mobile-based ride-sharing, like I said, service, launched their mobile Web3 mobile wallet through their existing super app. Also, governments are actively researching and adopting CBDCs, the centralized digital currencies, and we expect to see meaningful outcomes this year and next year.
You said the magic word, and I have a follow up. The magic word is CBDC, right? In the U.S., we have a presidential candidate who said we're never gonna, if he gets elected, we'll never have a CBDC. But there are benefits to CBDC. What are some of those benefits that you think that the U.S. can learn from these countries in Southeast Asia on the benefits of CBDCs?
There are many aspects that people get benefits from the CBDCs. In terms of user experience, they get faster and maybe cheaper user experience when they use CBDCs. So like Rachel said, there are so many people, we call them underbanked, so they can't get much access to the existing Web2 financial systems due to the maybe infrastructure or maybe lack of services. But with the Web3 technology and CBDCs, they get more transparent, faster services using Web3 elements, Web3 technologies. And I believe that's the huge advantages that people can get benefits.
I agree. I also think this gives you the real time economic indicators, right? But I want to talk about some of your successes that you've had so far and why you're going to be successful at this event. This Southeast Asia Blockchain Week is the latest in a series of events that you have produced. And you had a successful India Blockchain Week and a successful Korea Blockchain Week. What led you to organize the Southeast Asia Blockchain Week next in your series, and why? How has your series been successful to date, and how do you see it playing out and being successful again?
Well, like we started from like Korea Blockchain Week and India Blockchain Week, which is like hosted by Hashed. Since we are like a subsidiary of Hashed, we were researching about like Southeast Asia region, and it was like recognized for its most dynamic user base that is quick to adopt new technologies and services in Web3. And also with a population comprising about like 10% of the world, the region like showed the potential of like Web3 mass adoption through rapid growth in the gaming sector as well. But like despite this potential, there hasn't been a blockchain conference like mainly focused specifically on Southeast Asia, the region as a whole. For example, like even other conferences that exist, it's like more based on like one Southeast Asian country, or even the global ones are like focusing on the global projects, not like focusing the Southeast Asian market. So inspired by the like successive Korea Blockchain Week and India Blockchain Week, we recognize the tremendous like impact that these events had in fostering dialogue, collaboration, and innovation within the blockchain space. So we were like kind of motivated to extend this platform to Southeast Asia, like a region that with its like unique dynamics and a rapidly evolving blockchain system. So is to create like a space that goes beyond just showcasing projects. We will aim to like foster collaboration and like synergy within the Southeast Asia crypto landscape, shaping the blockchain narrative in the respective regions. We think like we will be able to aim Southeast Asia blockchain will play a pivotal role in shaping the future of blockchain adoption, collaboration, and like innovation in the Southeast Asia and beyond.
Sounds good. So I want to talk about some of the topics that you brought up. You brought up 6 topics. One of them was gaming, right? I want to get a lay of the land on the gaming ecosystem in Southeast Asia and how, that dynamic ecosystem, because it has been driving growth for the rest of the world. What are you doing well? What are you doing right? And what does that landscape look like so that it could be sustainable?
Yeah, positioned as the world's gateway to blockchain gaming, Southeast Asia's dynamic ecosystem is not only driving substantial growth within the region, but also influencing the global gaming crypto landscape as well. So, notably, regional developments include, of course, Sky Mavis, a Vietnamese Web3 startup. The Sky Mavis was established in 2018, and they created the famous Axie Infinity. Also, Nintendo is also building Web3 narratives in Southeast Asia through their joint venture with DNA. They are actively expanding their Web3 businesses through PlayPark's mobile MMORPG, Dream of a New World. And they're also expecting to launch Albion, a steampunk fantasy MMORPG as well. So Southeast Asia's influence extends beyond these borders, serving as a catalyst for growth and innovation in the global gaming crypto ecosystem. The region's contributors are shaping the narrative and driving key developments that have far-reaching implications for the rest of the world.
I know they do. They do. You guys do it well. Here we have traditional companies that don't want to let go of their centralized control over gaming. So, and which leads me to my next thing that you said earlier. You said companies are looking to get into Web3. So what is like that's awesome. A lot of Web2 companies in the US are not. So what is driving that desire to get into Web3, and why do you think that these companies will be successful in doing so?
Yeah. Do you mean Web3 gaming companies or just broader
company and also overall?
Yeah. Like I said, Southeast Asia is suffering from lack of financial systems and the lack of access to the financial system. So the decentralized finance sector might be really interesting there because people can get benefits from the blockchain technologies directly, and especially in recent years, the digital asset tokenization, I mean real world asset tokenization, which is digitization of the real world assets, is very interesting topic in Southeast Asia. So many banks and financial institutions are actively looking into the Web3 space and the technology to provide much benefits for their users and the populations there. Web2 enterprises are trying to adopt Web3 technologies because they can provide additional benefits for their loyal users. So let's say in NFT sector, they can manage the membership of their existing users via more transparent and more accessible technologies NFT. So they can provide, they can track their behavior and the payment, all the things of their existing users via blockchain on-chain data, and they can provide additional benefits through maybe cryptocurrencies or any other benefits that didn't exist before.
That makes sense. It makes sense in a DeFi. So it makes sense on the gaming. How about what's the status of the NFT and metaverse subsectors look like right now?
Metaverse, yes. In terms of the metaverse, like I said, there are so many population living in Southeast Asia. They have huge power in terms of the bottom of content creation. So we call it user generated content. So there are a lot of grassroots communities in the 6 major countries: Singapore, Thailand, Vietnam, the Philippines, Malaysia, Indonesia. So in those countries, people they're actively using social media network and Web3 technologies. So they are familiar with creating their own content and sharing with their friends and people. So this environment is very aligned with the Web3 vision, in my opinion. So they can create content together and share together, and sometimes they contribute to the Web3 product and the development as well. So in Web3, we don't just provide a service to the customer users, but we want to build the ecosystem together with our users and customers as well. So I think that environment is very aligned with in the Web3 industry and the Web3 vision. And in terms of NFT, yes, that's very related to what I said before. So a lot of grassroots communities and people want to create content, and they are making a lot of data on chain as well. So companies, product builders, and service providers, they can track their the contribution on chain from the users. When users create content for gaming or even financial services, service providers, they can track the records via blockchain system, and they can provide additional benefits for their contribution. So this kind of interaction is very meaningful and important for the blockchain adoption and the development.
I just thought of something. I got it, because I know you want to provide education at this conference. You want to provide information, but isn't also a goal of this conference to be able to take that fragmentation and dissolve the fragmentation and have people work together and collaborate across the different countries so that it can be a united front on the future of crypto blockchain?
Yes, there are many fragmented events that people are gathering. So in Vietnam, there's GM Vietnam. In the Philippines, there usually YGG Gaming Summit, and in Thailand, Blockchain Gens Thailand event is held every year. And in Indonesia, there's CoinFest every year. So there are so many major events though. Builders in Southeast Asia, they need to go on a trip to meet the other builders and cooperate. So we want to be an ultimate aggregators. And that's why we named our conference as Southeast Asia Blockchain Week, not just Thailand Blockchain Week. So we want to kick off the first conference in Bangkok this year, but we are pretty open to have additional conferences in other countries as well. So we can embrace a lot of different cultures and builders to motivate more innovations.
I love it. I love it. That's great. I want to ask you both my next question. Okay, on a personal level and a professional level, what are you most excited about for this conference, and what can people expect that really drives and makes you enthusiastic about this? Because it sounds great to me.
Yeah, like we are excited about a lot of like parts, and we are trying to develop this conference very in a way that it can be more interesting and more attractive to attendance, and like even for in the whole ecosystem. We're excited to like showcase innovative like blockchain projects like in Southeast Asia, especially the projects like we can highlight them during our conference, and like offering like live demos and like insights to the region's creativity. Um, Even the attendees can actively engage in networking sessions, fostering collaborations, like potential partnerships within the blockchain community. And we are trying to prepare a lot of like keynote speeches and like expert panels, fireside chats, and presentations to provide valuable insights to the latest trends, challenges, and opportunities in the blockchain and Web3 space. And also unique points about our conference is that since it's like a Southeast Asia blockchain week, um, as like you've been questioning about gaming, we will have like a separate game day during our event, showcasing and holding game tournaments and like game projects as a side of our main conference. And like inspiring and collaborative like conference environment for professionals, developers, and like newcomers alike to learn, share, obviously, and be inspired by the transformative potential of like blockchain is like another key point of our conference as well.
Awesome, thank you. And Nathan, what are you looking for? What are you most excited about?
As one of the builders in the Web3 industry, I'm interested in some of the innovative discussions that influential figures and pioneers have at our Southeast Asia Blockchain Week. So the panels are set to deep dive into the evolution from traditional gaming paradigms to the immersive realms of the metaverse. So we want to invite builders, users to our conference as well. So even guilds like YGG, Avocado DAO, Ancient Apes, GuildFi. There are so many grassroots communities and guilds that impacted the Web3 gaming sector as well. So we want to gather them and try to give opportunity to discuss and find some meaningful agendas, meaningful even ideas. So we can be more creative and find the next step of the whole industry.
I love it. You get me excited. I might want to come. So yeah, that sounds great to me. So I want to thank you both very much for your time today. I have one last question, and that's how can people find out more information about you, and how can they attend? Can they get involved? How can they be presenters? How can they do any of that for the Southeast Blockchain Week? Southeast Asia Blockchain Week.
Yes, like if anyone's like interested in attending, like we have like our application on our website as well for sponsors, speakers, and like even to hold your own side events during the week. And we will be releasing the speak confirmed like speakers list like by next week as well, and constantly updates about who will be coming and who will be like also participating our event on our website. And also maybe follow us on Twitter. It's like SEABW official. And we will be like releasing a lot of like information about our conference very soon. And also we would love to have you if you can fly over to Bangkok and participate and meet you.
And most importantly, we are now in the super early bird stage. So you can secure the ticket at a 50% discount. So yeah, please come see our website.
Awesome. Thank you very, very much for your time today.
Thank you so
so
much
much
for
for
having
having us
us.
today.
Thank you for having us.